Hi, and welcome to your weekly recap. This week we looked at a time to eat and figuring out how and why it was important to schedule your meals. My name is Mahara Wayman, and I hope you enjoy this few-minute recap of our weekly topic today. So let's look at why it's so important that we schedule our meals. Why do you think that is? How many of you have been successful on plan when you fly by the seat of your pants, eat what you feel like, do what you feel like, and let the chips fall where they may? None of you. What a surprise. Okay, so let's get into the heart of it. The reality is that when we take the time to plan and schedule our meals, including snacks, we are less likely to fall victim to all that other stuff that happens in our world on a regular basis that sometimes tricks us into eating. We call them external factors. Can you think of any in your world that affect you on a regular basis? I'll tell you what I heard from my members this week. Some of the most common answers that we heard across the board are things like, I'm watching TV, I saw an ad for pizza and didn't realize I was hungry, but I wanted pizza and I ate some. Okay, you know what? You may not really be hungry, but the visual of seeing the pizza made you think that you were hungry. Sometimes you're walking down the street, you pass a bakery, you smell the smell, you think I will, die if I don't have a cinnamon bun right now. And if you partake in that, you may well be overindulging for the day and it may throw you off track. So let's look at some of the ways that we can protect ourselves from external stimuli, so to speak, so that we don't go off track. Number one is, as we talked about earlier, planning your meal. How do you plan your meals? We all have different ways of doing that. Pen and paper, tracker, when you go grocery shopping at the beginning of the week or the end of the week. It may be that you pack a lunch every day when you go to work. That's a great start. It may be that you pack your lunch and your dinner, you bring your snacks. Maybe you pre-track. There are lots of ways that you can plan for success while on Beyond the Scale. And this is one of them. So make sure that you know what you're eating and also when you're eating, so that when those little things happen throughout the day, you're less likely to say yes to them because you know that you're not actually hungry. Does that make sense? So let's look at when you really are hungry, if it's okay to eat then. How do you know when you're hungry? Well, typically, if you haven't eaten in 3 or 4 hours, your stomach starts to growl, and any type of food looks good to you, that's a sign that you're genuinely hungry. Go for it. Eat what you've planned. There's a great rule of thumb when it comes to when do we eat. We don't ever want our stomach to get less than a quarter full or eat to the point where we are more than 3/4 full. Similar to a gas tank, that analogy. So don't let your tank get less than a quarter and don't eat so much that you are full to the very top. So that's an example of recognizing internal hunger. You're hungry. You need to eat. That's great. Go for it. Make smart choices. The other options are what really challenge us, as I've mentioned them before. Things like seeing the food, seeing an ad for the food, smelling the food. You walk past your desk and it's just there. How many of you automatically put food in your mouth because it's there? Seriously? Yes, we do that. We have to stop. It's not helping. So be aware, moving forward, of whether or not you're really hungry or you're suffering from one of those other things. If it's one of those other things, have a plan in place to deal with it. So again, our topic this week was a time to eat, learning how to schedule our snacks and our dinner time, our meal times, so that we don't succumb to the temptation, all those things that happen to us on a daily basis. My name is Mahara. Thank you for watching. Again, if you have any comments, just leave them below, or you can make a notation on Connect. I look forward to hearing your comments, and I will talk to you again later.